Good evening, sir, and everyone. It is a pleasure to introduce Dr. Vikas Kumar, a distinguished academic and a researcher in the field of agriculture and agroforestry. Current positions and expertise, Dr. Kumar is currently serving as an assistant professor in the Department of Agriculture at Vivekanand Global University, Jaipur, Rajasthan, a position he has held since 2018. His academic expertise is rooted in forestry and agroforestry. Dr. Kumar has a strong educational trajectory in agriculture science. He completed his PhD in the forestry, silviculture, and agroforestry from Kerala, and he postgraduated from Nursery Agriculture University, Nursery, Gujarat in 2012. He graduated from the University of Agriculture Science, Bangalore, Karnataka in 2010. ICAR in agroforestry since 2013 in 2021. Research contributions and recognition. Dr. Kumar has made a significant contribution to agriculture research and has been recognized with numerous awards. He has been associated with many projects as a research fellow. He has received several awards, including National Talent Scholarship through ICR New Delhi, Junior Research Fellow in GJUJCOST Gandhinagar, 4 times Best Poster Presentations, World Agriculture Excellence Award, Young Scientist Award, Emerging Research Award, and Best PhD Thesis Award. Dr. Kumar has a remarkable publication record, totaling 138 research outputs in a short period of his academic career. Research paper, 66 national and international research papers, patents, 2 patents, books and chapters, 15 books, including practical manuals and 27 chapters, popular articles, 28 popular articles. He is also actively involved as an editorial reviewer for many journals, including Agroforestry Systems and Journal of Environmental Biology and Journal of Food Processing and Preservation. Please join me in a giving warm welcome to Dr. Vikas. Thank you.
Uh, Good afternoon, one, and now it's good evening to one and all. Thank you so much, ma'am, for giving introduction before deliver the lecture on fish farming, integrated fish farming. So, uh, Mr. Astoji, you are here. Yeah, my sound is audible. Anyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Astoji, you can just open that PPT, so I will go through one by one.
Sure, sir. Wait.
And you can display that so that the participant can also see the what they are inside the PPT. Astoji, can you open the PPT?
Wait, sir. I am on that issue.
Okay, okay,
Okay, okay, no problem. No problem.
If it
If
will
it will
take
take longer
time,
time,
so
so
it's
it's
better
better I can have,
I
I
will
will
start my
start my
presentation,
presentation
and
and
simultaneously
simultaneously
when it will happen, we will continue again with the PPT versus my lecture.
Uh,
Is
is
it
it
audible?
audible? Can anyone reply that?
Hello? So today's session is the integrated fish farming. Is the sound is clear?
Yes.
No.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh my God. And what's about that display? जी. Hello. ओके, आप डिस्प्ले करो, मैं सिर्फ नेक्स्ट कहूंगा तो आप नेक्स्ट कर देना.
कब से स्टार्ट होगी तो वेट कर रहे हैं.
So today we have to start that integrated fish farming. While just see the display, you can understand that the integrated farming and similar to integrated fish farming. Only things is we have to replace the agriculture comes under the fish, and we can observe that the pictorial itself represented that fish is cultivating not only by the agriculture in vegetable crop with piggery, with mushroom and horticulture crop and others. Next. So here we have to give the definition, and similar you can add the crop, pottery, livestock and sustainable system for the production of that agriculture. So here the fishery has one of the major component for integrated farming system, where we have to use the less fertilizer, and we have to give the sustainable production for the fish, meat and other things without deterioration of the soil, and we have to conserve the food security and sustainability. For that integrated fish farming, there is no need to the big land area and much more capital. We can cultivate. Yeah, we have to initiate in our normal in through the pits. The size of 5 into 5 meter. Also, we can start that our startup, and we can nowadays it's going to that government has given the many subsidy for that entrepreneurship purpose for the integrated fish farming. And we can observe that earlier we have to mainly focus on the vegetable crops, but now especially for the developed country we can focus about that meat, and for the purpose for that to maintain the healthy nutritional food in our body. Next. So here we can see that the fish cultivation is not only with the rice, pottery, dairy and horticulture crop, especially when we have to focus about that diet, we can use that vegetarian and non-vegetarian, that like milk, fruit and vegetable we can use as a vegetable to maintain the sustainable body. Similar, we can focusing on that meat and other fish and poultry to for the non-vegetarian purpose. Next. Now we have to also, by this picture you can see that the fish cultivation around that poultry, horticulture, piggery and animal husbandry and duck, and how it helpful to the fish cultivation, and the broad sense we will upcoming slide we can understand that. Next. So here we can observe that there is one area of that cultivation of the paddy. Along the paddy we have to cultivate that fish and duck. Here what happened, we can also use that mushroom crop, vegetable and fruit crops, and how it will decompose by the falling of the grain and other residual substance, and that will help to the improvement of that fish recycling process. Next. So same, we have to focus in just one plant, 1 pound, and we have taken the one horticulture crop, one aesthetic plant, and how it will co-interlinked with one to another. We can observe that there is one banana plant is there. From the banana plant, whenever the rainfall will come, the water will comes from that banana to, and slightly it will goes flow down to the, from plant to the, again, that pits where the cultivation of fishery is there. By picture you can easily understand that. And simultaneously, the especially the banana fruits, whatever we can use, and especially that if you will look that banana, you can observe that in early stage, after flowering, before maturing that banana, the whole step will converted one red color side of that how is there, when it will again, there is no earlier, if before that I think 1990 century, and during that time this will use for the vegetable purpose. Nowadays, because of hygienic and other things, people are not eating for that things, and that flower will goes to the earth, and that indirectly helpful for the that minerals used by the banana. So here we have mentioned that the around that pound, yeah, pits, you can use that horticulture crop near where the you can cultivate the duck and other things, and the pound that will indirectly helpful for that, not only the cultivation of the fish, it will also helpful to the soil water relationship of that particular area, and it will maintain the soil fertility with the decomposition of the leaf and other things. So the whole system depends on that circulation, or maybe we can say that cycling of the nutrient from the plant to earth, and earth to goes to fish. And this process, especially for that, we can select that horticulture crop like banana, papaya, coconut, lime, and similar for the beautification purpose, or maybe intercrop we can use the ginger, turmeric, chili, such things. And like aesthetic purpose, we can use that rose, jasmine, gold emerald, etc. Next. So here we have to just we again reanalyze that how the fish, canal, vegetable, and soil will interlinked between one to another. So because where is the fish will take the nutrients from the water, and where the water nutrients will come from the water, that will again, you can see that vegetable when it will decompose or maybe fallen down on the earth, it will, with the help of the maybe rotationing of the crop, or maybe sometime the with the runoff by the irrigation, especially for that rainfall, or maybe artificial uh, irrigation, it will again goes to the soil deeper layer, and again it will goes to the canal. These we can easily understand that how this circulation is going on, fish, vegetable, soil, and water. Next. Can you put next? No. Kindly put the next slide. No. It's very difficult. I think again some minor problem is going on, but no problem. I can continue with from the my PPT. They can join in later, no problem, because already we have waiting many times, and maybe half an hour we have to wait for these things to interlink between the participants and expertise. So here we can also, there are many paddy. You can observe that, especially for the northeast side, you can observe that how the paddy is along with fishery is cultivated. There is not all the variety and species. We have to cultivate the along with the paddy as well as fishery. So here we can observe that how difficult to understand whether it will presentation is going on. Yeah. Can anyone say that sound is audible? No. Okay, I think yeah. No, just back. Kindly back, 2 slide back. Yes. Yes. No. No. Uh, 1+. Just next slide. No. Before one more slide is there where we have to given that rice variety cultivation. How one back slide, dear. Hmm? Okay. So here already we have to cover that fish, vegetable, canal and soil. So next. I think some networking issue. One more slide next. Previous time also it will stop here only. Yeah, okay, no problem. We can start from the here. So you know that the animal has given that so many manual, not only, and that manual will helpful for that for the sustainable growth for that plants, and that because the reason behind that the manual has itself many of the nutrients, bacteria, and other direct uh, crusted by food grain that will helpful for the fish directly use and consume by, and they can grow their cycle. So here we have to just given that how the manual has given and released into the water and how the plant will, especially for that larger plant or phytoplanks, how they can observe the nutrients from that manual. Next. Yeah, here earlier I just say that I told you that there are many variety in rice to cultivate in India. Depends on the locality factor, edaphic factor, and phytosociological. And there are different things is there. And here, what we have to do that there are certain species and variety is there that will mainly focusing on the cultivation of the integrated fish farming, and that variety comes under that paridhan. It comes mainly in Orissa, Tulsi that will cultivated in Andhra Pradesh, CR2 26077 and ADT 6 or ADT 7 it will cultivated Maharashtra. The name itself it says that Rajranjan and Patambi 15 or Patambi 16 that variety of that rice mainly for that mainly Karnataka and Kerala purpose. And the Kerala itself, one rice center is there, Patambi Center. That is the region, the name it call is Patambi 15 and 16. And such types of variety of the rice that has a stronger root growth performance, so that whenever the flood will come, even that will not uprooted by that flood and affected by the growth of rice. And now you can, by picture itself, you can see that the fish is already farming system. And this picture is belongs to the mainly Assam, where the fish and as well as agriculture crop is cultivated simultaneously. To the farmer will get the extra income. Only things is to maintain the hygienic, or you have to the boundary that will not break to one field to another field. Otherwise, what will happen once the flooding will come, the fish will overlap from one field to another field. To maintain such thing, they are using for the net. So here, the fish is taking the 3 to 4 months, and similar the crop will also before the harvesting or sometime after the harvesting, we have to one revenue purpose we can use that the fish. Next. So here we can observe that there are different types of the fish where you can cultivate along with the vegetable crops, and mainly the paddy cultivated is mainly more focusing. The reason behind that, the fatty lower leaves is it will fall down after after 3 months, and that fish will easily to take the nutrients by chewing of that such leaves, or sometime it will decompose by the that leaves, and that particular area will again the soil health will become maintained even after several times of cultivation of the rice. Here we can, by picture itself, it will see that how the rice, fish, and other agriculture crop you can use. And the picture is this picture belongs to the Madhya Pradesh only, in Jabalpur. Next. So here again we have to integrated rice come fish cultivation is there, and here just same things we have to try to incorporate with the help of the table. How the evaporation will happen, and evaporation comes into the rain. How the rainfall again goes to that, as a rainfall will comes from the higher plant to the lower plant, when it will absorb by the soil, or maybe a stagnate of water again started for the blue green algae, and again it will goes to that particular pond or maybe riverside, and the fish will take the nutrients from, and whole the circular nutrient cycling will happen. Next. So earlier we can observe that from the picture itself how the agriculture, the paddy cultivated by the farmers, along between the intercrop they can use for as a between the two row, the fish can move here to there. The fish growth is mainly dependent on the movement. If the size is more for that pound or pits, the fish will automatic the healthy size will grow up. So here we can observe that there are three types of paddy field is where we have to cultivate the fish, like perimeter, central, and lateral. And these things I have already given that in upcoming slide, where you can easily understood that periphery itself means it's around that mean growing in the middle side, central means exact periphery, and lateral means just provide the either one side or maybe both side. The reason the fish is not only for that, it will give that one supplementary for the income, it will also helpful for the food and nutritional security purpose. It will also give that income generation. It will also helpful for that job oriented purpose. And the most important things is that fish integrated farming system helpful for that utilization of the waste material that will decompose or maybe directly or indirectly consumed by the fish, and farmer will get ultimate benefit. Next. So I think next slide be next. Yeah, here you can see that how the peripherymeter, central and lateral, the fish farming is happening in India. You can observe that the term itself understood that, but I just put that this picture to understand for each and every one. Next. So here he mentioned that how the poultry fish is utilized by that will give the extra income and give the sustainable production for the fish. This will comes under the next slide. Next. Because when the picture will comes, it will easily anyone can understand that. See here, what is the size of pits, how much you have to, if you can grow in your area, how much area should be there, and within short period of time or maybe short area you can cultivate that with the using of that fruits farm, tubers crops floriculture crop and plantation crop to maintain the different tier. See, the tier means different strata, because some of crop has just 1 meter height, like intercrops. Some of horticulture crop goes to the 2 to 3 meter, like especially for banana and mango, guava, papaya, and some of plant give that much more higher, especially for like coconut and then jackfruit. These, yeah, sapota. These are trees are larger size where you can use the different strata, and within between the two line you can use that fish culture. Next. So we have to display one by one how the fish come under the piggery culture. See, the name itself, we have to cultivate that focus on the fishery, but fish will take the consuming the different types of manure. That manure will comes from that pig. So what will happen here? The first step you have to cultivate it. You have to grow up that pig farming, and below the pig farming you have to maintain such a structure where the fish will whatever the pig will ex- night soil will comes, and that night soil easily helpful for that production of the fish. So similar here it will comes under the pig. Similar we can next we can also observe that here we mentioned that which variety for that breed you can use for that fish cultivation. Next. Fish come. So here again it will fish come duck culture. Similar, you can observe that the different, the mainly things is if you will go that any farming system along with the fishery, you can observe that mainly the Assam, Andhra Pradesh, Bihar and Tamil Nadu, Orissa, Kerala, most of that area they can use the region behind that the fish eating material that will comes from that exist of that other animal that will helpful for that to the nutrient supplement for the fish, carbon, phosphorus and other things. Next. I think next, dear. I think next slide it will come for the pottery, because how the this will belongs to the picture in Bihar itself. One the Pandit Deen Dayal Upadhyay College of Horticulture and Forestry in Piprakoti is there. There I have to develop such types of system where along the pond you have to see that the banana plant, and just after the banana we have to maintain that fish as well as along with paddy cultivation. And we can observe that almost the area is also not required more than 0.4 square meter for one. It depends on the how many you have that production, whether you have to use for that particular purpose or maybe revenue purpose. If the your objective is the revenue purpose, then automatic you have to maintain that all the scientific term and condition, so that to you have to give that particular supplementary the boundary plantation to maintain healthy for the fish cultivation. Next, all the fertilizer we have to give that the zero fertilizer, or we can say that zero tillage. The reason behind that, whenever the you have to use the pesticide and other chemical, that will